Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Crypto Warehouse, and yet another milestone for us. We have just reached 50,000 followers on Binance. We reached that target, I think about Thursday morning, Wednesday evening, something like that. So a big thank you to all of our viewers on Binance. It is greatly appreciated. You have really shown us your generosity of support, welcomed us with open arms in the last 6 months, and it is not gone unnoticed. So a big thank you to everybody on Binance. Today we have a lot to get through. We're going to take a proper look at the death cross, which Bitcoin experienced a few days ago. We're going to have a look at the Bitcoin chart as well. After that, we are going to take a look at the XRP case again, because we have more moon boy maths suggesting that XRP is going to go to $20 or $30. We've then got Deutsche Bank and their next move into crypto. We're going to look at some decentralized stable coins. We are going to look at BTC Clean and what's the next step now for Elon Musk and Tesla. Then we're going to look at play to earn pain, and finally, hopefully in about 45 minutes time, we are going to finish with the quiz. Before we do anything, we're going to take a quick look at the markets as we always do. We will do the socials again. We will do them probably a little bit further into the show. So we are up just over 1% in the last 24 hours. Volume really isn't anything to write home about. 26 billion. There's just no volume at the moment. Dominance, Bitcoin dominance, same as yesterday, same with ETH. Bitcoin is at 26.6, and I have my golden price for Bitcoin, which we will look at. Now we're going to look at the gainers. Axie Infinity, Thor is up. We looked at Thor yesterday on the show. We did a little bit of a deep dive. I think Brogan was predicting $2.60 to $3 for Thor chain potentially. Bitcoin Cash, Woo, Arweave was another token that we looked at yesterday. So it's nice to see some of our reviews at least picking up since we mentioned them. Obviously, we spoke about ApeCoin and Gala in the last few weeks, and they've tanked for reasons outside of DA. Losers, not much. ApeCoin, as I've mentioned. Now, we've had a request to look at Pepe. The request came in a little bit too late for today's show. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll Pepe into tomorrow's show. We're going to have another look at Pepe. We did look at Pepe about 2 weeks ago. Or, in fact, 2 weeks tomorrow, we reviewed Pepe. We looked at the rug, we looked at what had happened, and we suggested selling at the time. And at the time we suggested selling, I think it had been down maybe 20-25%. It's now down 51%. So even though the rug and the developers that did rug, they've left, the people that are left haven't really made a good job so far of making any inroads into positive PR. But apart from that, not much else in the markets. So what we'll do is we'll get on to the first article, which is to do with the death cross. Let me just open. So what we have is we have an article, and then we're going to look at the TA straight after. Let me have a look who is in chat this morning. If my chat would only work. So Joyusa is here. Good morning. Jingo Tag, welcome. Abbas, welcome to the show. Remember as well, this is a two-way stream. Anything you want to talk about, anything you want to go through, drop a comment in chat and we will do our very best to try and answer your question. Remember, there's no stupid questions, only stupid answers. So where are we? The dreaded Bitcoin death cross returns. Here's what happened the last time. So the death cross, does it actually show the death cross? It does. Okay, perfect. Bitcoin has once again flashed another particularly deadly formation that often sends its price into a downward spiral. This time around, a death cross that has not been seen in the digital asset for more than a year has appeared again. Game of Trades has alerted the Bitcoin community to an interesting formation on the Bitcoin chart. The infamous death cross appeared just as the digital asset started making its support above 25.8. According to the analyst, this death cross is formed when the 50-day moving average crosses below the 200-day moving average. So that is the 50-day moving average price of Bitcoin and the 200-day average price of Bitcoin. That's all it means. This took place on Wednesday, so only a couple of days ago. Death crosses can appear on the charts fairly often. This one is important due to its implications. The last time the 50-day crossed the 200-day was back in January 2022. The price of the asset plunged rapidly, and by the time it was done in June, the BTC price had lost 60% of its value. Now, he has suggested a couple of things. If it holds 25,000, nothing else matters. So, he makes a very valid point. The last time this happened, we did see a massive correction. Now, what I have been saying for a while now is that I have two targets for Bitcoin as we move down. Now, first of all, let's have a little zoom in and see where we are. So this is the weekly chart. Okay, so this is where we have been in a downward pattern, and we've just broken out of it. Now, let's switch to daily to give you a clearer indication of this. So we broke out once here before, and we came back in, and we've broken out again. Now the question is, are we going to stay in this downward pattern, or are we going to break up? Now, just above this pattern, we have our own bull market support band. And if you look in the past, we've covered this before on the channel, I'm not going to go over everything again, but suffice to say that when you are above the bull market support band, you use it as support to springboard the higher prices, except when you break down, it does the opposite. And what's happened in the past, if you scroll along here, you will see, and we've talked about this before, as you can see from the graph, what tends to happen is it comes up and it uses it as resistance. So the question you've got to ask yourself is, number one, are we going to break back above the bull market support band? And the next thing you need to ask yourselves, if we do, what next for Bitcoin? So let me just draw a very rudimental line there. So if this is the bull market support band moving forward, what are the two options as far as I can see? Well, I have said for some time that we will come up and touch 27,000 and hit the bull market support band. Then what I expect us to do is come down, and the two areas that I'm looking at, if you look over here at the points of control, two areas I am looking at are these two, and these are 20,000 and 23,000. These are the two areas I think Bitcoin could get to. Now, this isn't being bullish. You have to remember that when you fall below the bull market support band, it takes a while to get above it. We do dip into it here and here, but we have been under it now since the 16th of August. We've been under it now for, a month. So we've been there a while. Now, what I think people are calling for is some kind of movement where we come up, we break the bull market support band, we retest 30,000, and then we come down and retest this bull market support band before doing this. That's what people are expecting. I don't think that's going to happen this close to the end of the year and this period before the halving. So the death cross is just another indicator of what has happened in the past. We're not going to lose 60% again. I don't think that's going to happen. But we could come down another 20%. 20% down would take us around about here, around this level, which if you look, we were only at that level back in March. So it's not as if we're breaking yearly lows or anything like that. I think we're just going to come down, retest that price, and then hopefully by the end of the year get somewhere back towards 30,000, 32,000. So the death cross is just another indication to me that we are not out of the woods yet, and we're certainly not going to be at 60,000 by the end of the year. Again, we've been pointing this out for a while. We do have I can just draw on this chart. We do have bullish divergence. We've been saying that for a week. The daily chart has been showing bullish divergence, which is now starting to play out. I think that bullish divergence is going to take us towards 27,000 or thereabouts anyway. Good morning, Binance user. Adil, thank you. 50,000 Binance users. We did not expect that anytime soon, to be perfectly honest with you. We are gaining, I mean, ideally the big target for us is 100,000. We'd love to get towards 100,000 by the beginning of next year. That would be absolutely amazing. Good morning, Franjova. Good morning, Mission 21. Who else is in here? Good morning, B2. Thank you all for joining us. It is greatly appreciated. We would not be here without you, and we certainly wouldn't have, or we certainly wouldn't be doing 2 streams a day on some days and at least one stream a day on other days. But anyway, so in the very short term, I think we're going to go up and retest 27,000, maybe 27.2 in the short term. That is what I'm expecting. I'm going to leave the prices on the chart, so at least if we come back to it again tomorrow and we have had a move, you'll have seen where I'm saying. But on the downward side, I think worst case scenario is 20,000, which is just about there. It's actually 20,200, but there we go. So I think short term 27,000, miserable, horrible case 20,000. But that's not going to happen tomorrow. That might happen by October, by middle of October, by end of October, and then we'll be coming out the other end, hopefully a lot happier than we are now. So that is it for Bitcoin. We are going to cover it again tomorrow. We're going to keep an eye on Bitcoin. The reason being is that it is confusing people. People don't know what's happening. People don't know where we are or what we are up to. Not us as in Crypto Warehouse, but us as in Bitcoin. We keep looking to move down, then we have these mini pumps back up. We've got bullish divergence, but the bull market support band is coming down. It's a very uncertain period of time. We've had that uncertainty now for a couple of months now, so we're going to keep an eye on it. Brogan is back on the stream tomorrow, so we will have another look at that for you tomorrow as well, because as we know, this time tomorrow we will have probably a completely different price of Bitcoin, so we'll just have to wait and see. Now, before we move on, one thing that I do want to mention is that we have our own YouTube channel, and we are approaching 1,500 subscribers, which is pretty big news. So what I would like you to do is head over and give us a follow on our YouTube channel. That would be greatly appreciated. There is the link to our YouTube channel. We make videos on everything from BitBoy, Pet LFG, scams, you name it. We've made over 400 videos now in the last year. We'd really appreciate the support if you can help us. Also, don't forget to subscribe to us on Binance. We are streaming every day, as you can see. We've streamed consistently now since May, June, July, August. So for nearly 4.5 months, we've been streaming every single day. We're streaming tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Make sure to turn your notification on for that. Now, we're going to move on to look at This 2,500% XRP price surge to $20 amid growing institutional demand. Before we go any further actually on this, I just want to say this is never going to happen in the short term. It's just not going to happen. Hello, Yaz. Let me very quickly update the menu as I am falling behind. There we go. Remember, drop a comment into chat. Any questions, anything you want to talk about, let us know and we'll answer you. So what has Francisco Memoria got to say? A popular cryptocurrency analyst has recently suggested that the price of XRP could soon see its value surge to $20. He's talking about patterns. Now, the issue with patterns is that they don't take into account diminishing returns or market cap, which we'll go on to in a minute. So Egrag Crypto shared a chart showing that the cryptocurrency is forming a distinctive triangle pattern that is similar to the one that we've previously seen. Now, I kind of understand what he's doing, and fair enough, but let's just bear one thing in mind, and that is that the current price of XRP is 50 cents. Its current market cap is 26 billion. He is suggesting a 40x in price. So he is expecting the actual market cap of XRP to hit $1 trillion, which is double the market cap of Bitcoin in its present guise. If you look at BTC XRP, XRP is 5% of the total value of Bitcoin. If it mimics that in the next bull run and does maybe gets to 10%, XRP's value will go up potentially an 8 to 10x, which is $4 to $5. That's my prediction, and that prediction is on our website, which is, look, let me go and find it. So we've made a video before the court case, which is here. I made it 3 months ago, and I predicted $3 to $5 for the price of XRP in the next bull run. That's based on the market cap, the value, where the market's going to go. You cannot base the price of a coin solely off a chart, because a $1 trillion market cap for XRP, the entire market at present is only worth $1 trillion. So he's expecting the XRP market cap to be equal to what we have across the board. Other analysts also seem bullish on XRP. CoinsKid predicting XRP could surge to $6.29. Now that's more realistic. I can see a $6 XRP. It's realistic. What you have to be wary of, especially if you're new to crypto, as many of you probably are, what you have to be wary of is when you first get into crypto and you see people say to you, okay, this coin is going to 100x in the next bull run. In the next 2 years, you will 100x your money. You put $1,000 in today, it'll be worth $100,000. That's not going to happen. Not financial advice, but it's not going to happen. There will be coins that do 100x's. There will be coins that do a 5x. There will be coins that only do a 1 or a 2x. You cannot listen to every bit of advice on things like XRP or Cardano. There are people predicting XRP is going to go to $689. There are people overinflating where the price of XRP is going to get to. And one thing to bear in mind, when they tell you it's going to get to $20 or $50 or $100, they are going to be selling XRP at $6, $7 and $8 because they know deep down it's never going to go to $20 in the next bull run. Maybe in 10 years time, don't forget XRP has a burn mechanism in place, so there is going to be less XRP over time. the more adoption it gets, it will increase in value. But remember that XRP is supposed to replace the already expensive system. So would you pay $689 for a transaction? Probably not. Would you pay $6 for a transaction if a traditional bank will charge you $30? Probably. So always try and look at everything around the environment and everything around you that is making these predictions, and then look at it from a common sense point of view. Is XRP going to be $1 trillion in 3 or 4 years' time? 99% of me says no, because it can't get that high in such a short space of time. It would require billions and billions of dollars of investment to get it that high. So let's go and have a quick look at the chart. That I think might be a wise thing to do right now, rather than me telling you what may or may not happen. I am going to drop a box now, by the way. Good morning, Tariq. Binance user 29, good morning. Let me drop a box. One second. Okay. Alright, okay, well the chart's loaded and the box has just been dropped. If you are watching on catch up on YouTube or you are watching live, we give away free crypto on our Binance channel during the stream and also at the end during the quiz. So there is the box. Let's get on with the XRP chart. So we covered this with Brogan, I think, on Monday. Again, we talked about the fact that there was long-term support. We were putting in higher lows, and we have been doing that now for 3.5 years. 3.5 years of higher lows. And we've been testing it all along here. Okay? So, long-term, everybody seems very bullish on XRP. During our prediction that we made in our video, we said that XRP could get to $1, $1.50 when the court case comes out. As you can see, we touched about 93 cents on this chart. It was 93 cents. So we nearly hit the dollar. We nearly hit the dollar. I didn't sell XRP at 93 cents, but I could see why a lot of people did. And as you can see, there are several other periods of time where it hit that level. Here, here, and here. So there are several times in the history of XRP that when it's approached a dollar, the sell pressure has just been too high. So where could XRP get to? Well, of course, everybody is watching Bitcoin, because that is where I think we are going to see most of the direction for most of the altcoins. Irrespective of Bitcoin, in the long term, remember that the top of XRP was $1.93. That was at the April 21 highs. And since then, we followed this beautiful pattern all the way down, like that. We followed it all the way down, and there really wasn't anything to suggest it was going to move up. Then we've had the court case, and slowly but surely, we've had gentle upward momentum of XRP. Now, if we were to look for a breakout, not necessarily in the short term, but if we had a breakout in the next few months, what could that look like? Well, the first thing to look at, as well as move this along a bit, as well as looking at short-term pumps. Short-term pumps are going to take us back to this level, which is 80 cents, for example. 80 cents is somewhere where I think we could look to get to. So we could come along here, retest 80 cents, and more than likely come back down again. That's where we could go in the short term. So best case scenario for me is about 81 cents. If you're looking at the lows, we haven't put in a lower low for 3.5 years, so we can use that as a level of support, and that level of support at this moment is coming in at about 38 cents. And if you look at the points of control, point of control there is precisely at 38 cents. Now when charts tie up, that fills me with a lot more confidence than just sticking my finger in the air and saying, where are we going to get to? We clearly have a massive level of support. So whether that be a kind of downward action to retest this before moving back up, that's a possibility. Or we meander around for the next couple of months, putting in a kind of pattern like this to the end of the year, and we end the year somewhere around the bottom here. So $20 is a pipe dream, $6, $5 at the end of the next bull run is where you should be going now. That's a 10 to 12x from where you are now. If you put $1,000 into XRP today, potentially it will be worth $12,000 in 2 years' time, if it gets to the prices that people expect and the adoption that people expect it to happen. Now let's have a quick look. There isn't really any divergence that I can see on any times. There's not on the weekly, it's not on the daily, it's not on the hourly, so there's no bullish divergence, so I'm not expecting a massive breakout. We are approaching overbought on the 4 hour and daily showing that we could be moving up. So if the RSI does what it does in the past, it moves up here, comes down, then expect some kind of action to follow like this, potentially. So we could be looking at 55 cents in the near future, and why wouldn't we want to do that? We don't want to be overly optimistic on this channel, but again, we don't want to be too pessimistic. So I think that's enough of the TA for today. We've done a lot of TA the last few shows. So what we're going to do is we're going to move into some news. It is Friday. It is Friday. We do want to relax a little bit on a Friday, don't we? Joe Bill, I do hope you get your Canada working visa. It would be great. Good evening, 7F. India, welcome. Welcome to the show. Remember, if you are here, smash the like button. Let us know you're here. If you like crypto, smash the like button once. If you like $1 million Bitcoin, smash the like button twice. And let me know where you're from. So 7F is from India. Let me know where you're watching from today. I'll give you a shout out wherever you are. Let us know what coins you're looking at. Tomorrow, for example, one thing I need to mention is we do have a Telegram group, which I will drop the link to into chat. Now, the reason I mention that is that one of the members has asked us to review Pepe on the show. So we're going to look at Pepe tomorrow, but we have some more slots for TA for tomorrow. So if you want to join the Telegram group and ask us to look at some coins for you, it can be any coin. It doesn't have to be Bitcoin or Cardano. Drop a comment on our Telegram group. On Telegram, we have a trading and tokens group. We have a Binance box section. We have an airdrop section. We have a chat section. So join our Telegram group, get involved, and you tell us what you want to see on the show. The show is supposed to be for you, not for us. So make sure to join the Telegram group and let us know. Now let's move on. So Deutsche Bank will start holding cryptocurrencies for its institutional clients. It has applied for a digital asset custody license in Germany. The action represents the most recent indicator of the bank's crypto adoption. As the digital asset space is expected to encompass trillions of dollars of assets, it is bound to be seen as one of the priorities for investors and corporations alike. Our focus is not just on cryptocurrencies, but supporting our clients in the overall digital asset ecosystem. Our product design and the nature of custody for clients will make sure that there is not the risk of contaminating the bank's other activities. So what you need to know out of this is that lots of crypto maxis call for crypto to replace banks. I'm going to tell you right now, there is zero chance that banks are going to go anywhere. The entire financial system of the world revolves around liquidity. Liquidity via banks, liquidity via governments, liquidity via financial institutions, investment houses, whatever you want to call them. You're never going to get rid of banks. You have to work with them. And by work with them, I mean you need to have multiple layers of crypto. You need to have multiple layers of ways that people can invest in crypto. So you have your crypto maxis, which say not your keys, not your crypto, who will swear blind that you need a ledger or a Trezor, cold storage wallet, lock it up, whatever it might be. Then you have companies like Xapo, who are long-term Bitcoin storage. Some people believe they've got something like 20% of the total supply of crypto in the world is in Xapo. I don't know about that. Closely guarded secret. Then you have people that hold crypto on exchanges, such as Binance. If you're a beginner to crypto, use Binance. That's it. Don't try and do anything clever. Don't get a hot wallet. Don't get a ledger. Use Binance until you understand how it works, or you run the risk of losing everything. However, there will be a layer of people who will never use a crypto exchange. They'll never use Coinbase, Crypto.com, Binance, whatever you want to call them. They won't use them because they are either not interested or they are not technically proficient enough. Those people need access to crypto. How are we going to give them access to crypto if they're not able to use an exchange or an app? They are going to use their local bank. They're going to use the people they've banked with for 20, 30, 40 years. So they need to have their own solution. So don't bemoan exchanges and users and these banks. They are going to want to have a way to invest in crypto that doesn't necessarily be the same way that you invest in crypto. By all means, go and store your crypto on a cold storage wallet and put it in a safe deposit. By all means. But there are people who are not able to do that. So what should we do? Should we exclude them from crypto? What about the internet? 95%, maybe 99% of people who use the internet have no idea about switches, routers, data centers. They don't care. They don't need to know. They just use the internet. That's how we get adoption of crypto. We get to the point where they don't care. We get to the point where they don't need to know. We want them to look at Bitcoin the same way they look at gold, the same way they look at oil and silver and other ETF products and other funds, mutual funds. That's where Bitcoin needs to get to for mass adoption. And by mass adoption, I mean multiple billions of people. Not 1 billion, not 2 billion, 6 billion people. And the difference this time is that if you are in Africa or you don't have a bank account, you have access to crypto. So you can access crypto at that level. Somebody who's a multimillionaire in Switzerland can access it at their level. It's not one size fits all for everybody. So this, for me, is massively bullish news. a big shout out to Fitzy, who is Hollywood, who is now watching the stream. Good afternoon, Hollywood. I hope you're doing well. I'm holding up the fort here manfully trying to not mess the stream up. Right, we have a question from Shahinu. I want money, what do you advise? If you do not have any crypto and you do not have any money to invest in crypto, the best thing for you to do is to look for airdrops. There are websites on the internet where you can go and you can fill out some details and you can be airdropped tokens. So get yourself a Binance, a BSC wallet, get yourself a MetaMask wallet and go and apply for all of these airdrops of tokens. Some of them will be worth nothing, some of them will have worth in the future. People have made a lot of money out of airdrops. So that would be my advice. And all you would do is you would go to Google, for example, and you would type in crypto airdrops. This is the one that I use, airdrops.io. So there you go. So if you have no money at all and you want to start from scratch, you can go to these websites. By the way, this isn't sponsored. I'm not an affiliate. I'm just showing... who was it again that asked this question? Shahinu. So Shahinu, go here and check out these airdrops. What I would say as well is we have our own airdrops section on our Telegram group. If you want to... we have a couple of really good active members who like to drop good airdrops into chat. Then go and join our Telegram group. So airdrops.io, for example, and join our Telegram group. They're the two ways for you to make money without having to spend a cent. So go and have a look at them. Again, as I said, this isn't sponsored. This is just what I would do in your position. So make sure to also give us a follow on our YouTube channel. We do lots and lots and lots of videos about meme coins, latest news, scams, decent projects, whatever it might be, WorldCoin. So make sure to give us a follow over here as well. I'll drop that link into chat. And then I'm going to give it a couple of minutes and then I'm going to drop you another box. There's so many ways to make crypto. I mean, we give crypto away on the channel as well, don't forget. So let me drop that as well. So that's our YouTube channel. Go and follow us on YouTube. Go and join our Telegram group. Go and check out airdrops.io. They're all the things that you can do to get free crypto. And obviously take part in the quiz that we have on the show, where we give you free crypto. I hope that helps. So many scam messages in chat, it's impossible to read the real people. Sajid, Barath, can you stop dropping these stupid messages, please? Raphael, please stop putting these in here. I am UC. I'm going to drop a box in a minute. Give me box is not very polite. Please, can I have a box? Or would you drop a box, please? That's how you ask. Don't just demand something because you don't get. Now, I'll read this article and then I will drop a box. So, decentralized stablecoins could dominate crypto. Where have I heard this before? MakerDAO Runes Christensen says appropriate regulation will see stablecoins become mainstream. The real opportunity is in decentralized stablecoins. Decentralized stablecoins may eventually dominate the stablecoin market, so long as crypto ends up living up to its potential. Christian aired his thoughts on the future of decentralized stablecoins, such as DAI, and their role in the wider crypto community. Christian agreed, but said it will probably depend. If high inflation, high rates continue, then probably. Now there is one thing that I do want to mention about inflation, and it's yet another video because we've covered it, and I want to bring your attention to a video that we made that never really got any traction. And the reason it got no traction is because nobody's ever heard of it, so nobody searches for it. And I'm just going to find it now and explain it to you. And this is a here it is. So nobody watched this video, which is fine. We don't make videos for everybody to watch them. I'm going to drop this video into Telegram. This is an inflation-linked stablecoin called Nuon. I'm not sponsored by this group, by the way. So I'm going to drop that into our Telegram group for you to go and watch. It's called a flat coin. So what happens is, if inflation is 5% and you buy $100 of Nuon on January the 1st, on January the 1st the following year, your token, your stable coin, your currency, whatever you want to call it, will be worth $1.05. It increases with inflation. So what this is trying to be one of two things. It's trying to match inflation and offer you a stable coin. So it doesn't fluctuate in price. It doesn't go down 10% or up 10%. It matches inflation. And it's called a flat coin. So it's worth watching this video to get your head around what a flat coin is, because I don't necessarily think that a decentralized stable coin is the future. I think a flat coin has more worth in the future than a stable coin that's decentralized. The real killer advantage of decentralized stablecoins run by actual data like Maker is the ability to gamify your savings. We don't want to do this. Things are designed like a game, and that's the kind of interface you will use. No, not for me. I would much prefer an index-linked stablecoin. That's how I would want to play this. Now, we are 2 minutes away from the quiz. So wherever you're watching, say hello, drop a question, whatever it is that you want to do, and then we're going to get on to the quiz in a couple of minutes' time. But first, we're going to take a look at some potentially massive news. Jolana, happy birthday for Sunday. I hope you have a great birthday, Jolana. Have a great one. Adnan, we're not going to give you $20 or $10 on the chat. And please stop dropping your links, Dogecoin per hour. We don't care about these links. Go and find another stream to send messages to. Right, so let's get on to this last article. Why is this big news? This is big news because Elon Musk said, and I quote, "We will not invest in Bitcoin until the majority of it is generated via clean renewable energy." That's what he said, and that caused a minor drop in the price of Bitcoin at the time he said it. For the last 3 or 4 months, the price of Bitcoin has been rising, and the energy that produces that Bitcoin, the new Bitcoin, has been getting cleaner and cleaner. And now, since it was banned in China, it is now 50-odd%. Can't remember the precise number. Hopefully this tells me. Over 50% of Bitcoin is now clean. Who reported this? Yeah, I actually read this on Twitter. Falling emissions plus a dramatically rising hash rate has helped. We're not going to click on this. So the emissions, as you can see, have been dropping. They're now below the levels that we had 4 years ago. and the hash rate has gone up 7-fold in that time. Here we go. Yeah, we're at 51% or something like that. So this is amazing news. This is great news. Countries investing in Bitcoin mining, including El Salvador, which has also recognized the cryptocurrency's legal tender. They have thermo energy. Don't forget flaring, where you can put miners onto oil rigs where the excess gas is burnt off and then used to produce electricity. That's better for the atmosphere than just releasing it into the atmosphere. Burning it off is better. So there's lots of things that are driven. The energy produced for Bitcoin is being incentivized to actually help the planet produce cleaner energy. So this is all great news. This is all great news. Now, Musk said that he was going to allow Tesla to buy Bitcoin once that energy produced for the Bitcoin got above 50%. So what do I expect next? I expect a raft of good news from Elon Musk in the next coming months. What do I expect from Elon Musk? I expect him to announce that Dogecoin is going to be the tipping coin of X. I expect him to announce that Dogecoin will be accepted at Tesla. I think it was, but you are now able to buy accessories for your Tesla in Dogecoin. And I think he will announce after the event, bear in mind, he's not an idiot, that Tesla has started to buy Bitcoin again. Why does Elon Musk want to buy Bitcoin? The reason is very simple. Tesla and Elon Musk, SpaceX, they sit on massive amounts of cash, and banks charge him 1% a year. So if he puts 100 billion into a bank account, he only has 99 billion the following year because the banks charge him. That's where Bitcoin comes in as an inflation hedge. He can put 75 billion into Bitcoin and know that in 10 years' time it'll be worth a lot more than it would be if he'd put 75 billion into a bank account, because you have inflation eating away at it and you have the bank fees eating away in it. So that's why he wants to use Bitcoin as a store of wealth. So I expect Dogecoin to be announced as part of X, which is going to pump the market, and I expect him to buy Bitcoin, and then in the quarterly report it be announced that Tesla is now starting to buy Bitcoin again. But he won't announce it beforehand because he wants to buy it at $26,500. He doesn't want to buy it at $32,000. That would be insane. So that's what I think is going to happen. Good morning, Murder Wizard. Welcome back to the show. Thank you for popping back in again. Remember, any questions you've got, ask them in chat. Also, if you are on YouTube, we now have, unbelievably, it's taken a year, but we now have memberships and we now have super chats. So when we start to do the TA nights, that will be hopefully powered by super chats. Let's wait and see. Now, that is the end of the news. We are a couple of minutes late, so we're going to crack on with the quiz. Let me just bring up something to have on the screen while we are doing this. There we go. There we go. We'll leave that on the screen so you can see our channel. Right, let's start the quiz. So I'm going to ask a series of questions. Well, apparently KTC is ashamed of me. I'd love to know why he's ashamed of me. He's just pasting "I am ashamed of me." If you'd let me know in chat why you're ashamed of me, that would be greatly appreciated. But unfortunately, I haven't got any time to waste on that, as we're going to start the quiz. So, series of very simple questions. All you need to do is answer them correctly in chat and you will win big. That is all I will say. Indeed, Murder Wizard, it's taken forever, and we're only probably a couple of weeks away from getting full monetization now, which is the ad revenue as well. I think we're only a few hundred hours away from that as well. So Started the channel in June 2022. We're in September 2023, so that's that 15 months. 15 months from start to finish is not bad. Now, first question, and we always start with an easy one. Especially if you are on Binance, you should know this. So remember, Murder Wizard and Fitzy, who's watching, you can also answer and I'll give you a shout out. First question, what is the name of the token Build and Build? So what's the token name of the project Build and Build? All you need to do is put that answer into chat, and if you are on Binance, you will win. If you are on YouTube, I will call your name out. What I will also say is that I mentioned the last couple of days that traffic has been really low, and I've associated that with the drop in the market. So Binance views, Gate.io views, YouTube views, all way down, like 40%, 30% down. Today it looks like we are coming out the other end, which is obviously great news. Now hopefully Adil is in chat and hopefully he's got this question right. "26 correct answers so far. Has anybody seen Adil answer the question? Let's have a look. TRX Lover, congratulations. Anonymous, Malith, Billy the Wee, Lord of Curses, Danny Mintarami, congratulations. Najib, Smolex, I can't see Adil. Surely Adil got that right, or did he fall asleep? Tariq, congratulations. Chevon got that right. Well done, everybody. Congratulations. Next question. Now, we also have the chicken quiz, which I haven't done today. So I might throw in a chicken quiz question, which is a question where you don't answer till the very end. That's to stop people from copying your answer and stealing your crypto. But we're not going to do that today. What I am going to do is I'm going to see how many people have been watching. So in the news today, somebody predicted a price for XRP. It was the fourth item down on the menu, the XRP TA, and somebody predicted a number that XRP was going to get to, and I said it had no chance. So I've put the answer in, I've put the question in. All you have to do is type the number of the XRP prediction from the article on today's show. What did he predict the price of XRP would get to? Let's see if anybody was listening to that. Tariq, it's only the number. That's it. Spot on. See, I know that the OGs out there, they all know this stuff, and they all know that we test them. It's not